Too low there. Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to Twitch Super Pack channel. That's me. Right. It's a Monday evening. It was a little less Monday than usual. Pretty good Monday. Don't usually say that. Hello, London Lass. Hello, Angry Blueberry. How you doing today? 10 seconds late? Or early, I mean. Hey, you know what? Any time is fine by me. How you doing tonight? Okay, well, it is indeed Monday, February 27th, 2023, here in my neck of the woods at 7:02 p.m. And we're going to play some Williams Arcades games. Doing a bit better now than I was earlier. How about you? I'm doing okay. I'm having a good time. I'm actually taking off work tomorrow because I'm going to play hooky. Playing hooky because it's going to be my birthday. Don't tell anyone. Anyway. I promise I won't tell anyone at work either. We're going to play some Williams Arcades games, and who the heck are they? They made some fantastic games back in the 80s. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Angry. Appreciate it. We're going to play some, arcade games like Defender and Stargate, Joust. We're going to play some Sinistar. We're going to play some Robotron 2084. We're going to play a little game called Bubbles. If you haven't heard any of these, it wouldn't surprise me so much, at least a couple of them. But one thing about the Williams Arcade games that they were... thanks for the gifts out there to help the Earth here. Anywho, I see that I'm experiencing... let me see what I can do here real quick. Turn you off. Hopefully that will help stave the frame drop. It looks like everything's kind of stabilizing. Oh, goody. I want to also thank who is this? The Lagrangier Method for following me yesterday. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Of course, Jolly Snoods a couple days back as well. Thank you very much. Game that folks, top goal. It looks like I am still experiencing frame drops, and I really don't know why. I'm gonna have to take a look at this real quickly. It seems to have stopped. Okay, it seems to have stopped again. Emulator issue, Vin? It could be. The emulator is running. It's ready to go. We're going to cheat a little bit today, by the way. Maybe the overlay. It could be the overlay. It could be a lot of things. This is not a very powerful computer as far as gaming is concerned. This is stuff that I would use at work, to be frank. And I'm on a goal right now to get a GPU that can handle a lot of this stuff so I can not drop as many frames throughout my broadcast. Fortunately, since I do a great deal of retro stuff, it's not the end of the world per se, but it is as far as streaming is concerned, as far as frame drops, because I say I dropped a crap load of frames. Anyway, one of the games that we're going to show you is a game called Bubbles. I bet you a lot of people have not seen it. It looks something like this. And it's a cute little game. You are a bubble, and you go and try to, escape all kinds of baddies like ants and roaches and razor blades. Never heard of Bubble. I'm not surprised. This came out roughly around what they call the video game crash, 1983. Be very quiet. I'm going to GPU for Super Pack later. Oh, okay. I won't say it. I won't tell Super Pack anything. Okay, your secret is safe with me, London Lass. Okay, my lips are sealed. Bubbles was a cute little game by Williams that came out roughly around 1983. Roughly the video game crash, and people kind of fell out of love with video games, and this game kind of was a casualty of that. There were a few I'm shutting up. Kind of fell victim to that too, but it's a neat little game. The other games that we're about to see came out before this, and seriously. So there's that. Let's get started, shall we? From what I can find, an 83-85 was often filled as lost media. When it comes to games, it was. Matter of fact, we can chat about that for just a few minutes there before we get started, so I can get everything going. Yeah, it kind of was. If you recall, there was a little game out there for the Atari called E.T., the Extraterrestrial. And this kind of was the reference to video games and movies don't mix. And there was a lot of that going on. And, they made a video game of Raiders of the Lost Ark for the Atari. Believe it or not, they made a game called Firefox, starring Clint Eastwood. It was actually good. They also made, of all things, The Towering Inferno, which was a disaster movie back in the 70s. And they made a video game off of MASH, the movie or TV series, take your pick. So, yeah, believe it or not. Why? Your guess is as good as mine. Obviously, the object for any business is to make money. And they'll do so literally at the expense of anything. And that's kind of what happened here. And of course, E.T. was notorious for this because the gentleman who developed the game had 6 whole weeks from concept to final production to make that game for the world to see. While it's not the worst video game in the world, it's certainly, in my opinion, one of the most disappointing video games in the known gaming verse. But that's for another story, for another time. Let's take a look at the games that we'll be playing for today, shall we? Towering Inferno, how would that work? There was actually a game from Imagic called Firefighter. And basically, you as a fireman had to put out a fire in a multi-story building and make sure you rescue the person who was inside. Not a whole bunch of people, just one person. The fire would naturally go out on its own, but I played it. My brother and I used to play it all the time. Was it any good? Debatable. But there it is. Again, I mean, they make games like Frogs and Flies. So, why not? So here are the 5 games for this one. And like I said, we'll introduce a 6th one. And we'll go back up here to tie scores. Yes, we go. Defender 2, which is called Stargate. Back in the day, Joust, Robotron 2084, and Sinistar. Now, I've already played a couple of these games in previous doohickeys. So we'll just kind of skim through these, if you will. And bonus at 10,000, difficulty increased at 5, maximum difficulty 15, waves for planet 5, and here we go. And I bet you, I better turn this down. There's one thing about Williams games where they were notoriously loud too. Quality control have been lost on Atari back in the 80s. You assume there was quality control. And I'll tell you, as having been a gamer back in that day, no. There really wasn't a thing called quality control. Some games kind of did better quality controlling themselves, one of them being Activision. Yes, that Activision. But for today's purposes, you know, they kind of do better at qualitying themselves than they did back in the day. As an Atari, there really wasn't a whole lot of that. And anyone could make a game for the system. They didn't care. No different than Mobile Game Mark. Yeah, pretty much. Mobile Game Mark is a perfect representation of yesteryear's gaming in general. All right, so let's get playing. Am I on the wrong screen? I'm on the wrong screen. How about that? All right. So basically, you are the defender. You're going to defend this planet from the thing I just crashed into, which is called a lander, and other spaceships. And basically, those landers are going to try to capture the humanoids that are down below. Other spaceships come into play as well, like bombers, baiters, and pods. Now, this game was rather unique because, gee, nitties, man. It probably would be a greater strategy if I didn't collide with the spaceship. Just saying. That's me. Now, if you've ever seen this game in person, you'll note that there is a 6 control mechanism for this game. You have a joystick that moves you up and down, like so. You have a thrust button that moves you forward. You have a reverse button that reverses direction, strangely enough. And I just hyperspace. There it is, one of those. There's also... oh, geez, maybe. Okay, I just got hit with a mutant. And... I just got swarmed by the swarm. That it was created from shooting the pod. And I have no idea which one is that. Great. That's just great. Stumbles through the door, wheezing hard. Hello, Lefty! How you doing today? I'm surprised running in the mountains don't kill you. That's because the mountains are background. Angry Blueberry. They're just there. They're kind of pretty, you know. Everyone has red mountains. Up there above is a scanner that tells you where the ships are in position. You can tell by the colors as well as to what they are. And so you had to practically have 3 hands to play this. Now imagine when you play this for the Atari at home, and you have that single one joystick and that one tiny little red button for your left thumb. But they managed a way to make a good game out of it nonetheless. So, having said that, now I have to admit, I am not the greatest player. As you can see, evidently, oh no, let go. Hey! Him landing is worth 250, catching him is worth 500. And that's it. I can never play this game. My dad's friend ran a video game shop, and he had like a small arcade in his back room, and he had one of these. That's kind of how I learned to play it. And like I said, you have to kind of have 3 hands to play this successfully anyway. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was the wrong button. Good job. Yes. Moon Patrol is More My Speed. That also came from Williams, but it was not developed by Williams. It was developed by a company called Irem. And you can still find a Moon Patrol here or there. I happen to love that game myself, especially with that neat little music played in the background. There are games that while I can play will not increase the difficulty of. Well, this game increases difficulty quite a bit. When they first presented this game out in 1980, they only programmed it up to about 5 levels or so. And the reason being because they didn't think anyone would actually make it that far. I typed in my password used for every single Lefty's account directly in the Tweets chat. I just spent 10 minutes going through all my various accounts, changing all the passwords. Okay. Oh, there goes some faders. They don't like me. Yeah, I need to find that last ship. And it's a mutant. Okay, let's find that. Nope, it's a frickin' pod, is what it is. One more lousy game. I will try to get an extra life, and I try to remember which button is a frickin' smart bomb, so I don't go into hyperspace and accidentally blow up myself. And yes, that was a thing in this game. Hyperspace was rather tricky. Oh, well. Oh, jeez. Imagine the other one's going to turn into a mutant. Nope, it's going to survive by me dying. I dare say a tad altruistic, but bit too much of a sacrifice in my opinion. About 200 people could see it. Yeah. Quiet stream? Yeah. Okay. Ah. You think you got all your accounts anyhow? Good. That is a pain, I have to admit. It's kind of like, oh wow, that actually was a good move on my part. Holy cow. Purely by accident. Trust me. And then with my usual method of dying. Oh wow. Shoot at me like that. What's wrong with you? Hi Superback, hi chat. Hello Lefty Games. Hello everybody. How's everyone doing? Anyway, that's Defender. So they took this rather easy game and they took it up a notch, made it quite a bit harder with a little game called Stargate. Now here they call it Defender 2 for legal purposes. Of course, there was already a story in a movie called Stargate, but they just named it Defender 2 so everyone can associate the game with Defender, even though it clearly looks like Defender. Ships to start 3, 5. Perfect. Bonus at 10,000. Difficulty, who cares? It gets harder anyway. 10 seconds for Inviso. 4 men to warp into the Stargate. That will advance you 5 levels. Wait till you need two-way authentication for your authenticator because the website doesn't want to encrypt their... Yes. Yes, oh please. I'll tell you, at work, I have literally... Let me think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 passwords that I have to memorize. And then you know how the PC compliance, where you have to have like 8 million symbols. It has to be 47 characters long. You have to stand on your head and type with your toes in order to get in. And it's lots of fun just so I can get into my frickin' email and read what ails people. But that's the way of life nowadays. That's work life. Anyway, there is Stargate. As you can see, the mountains change color. Ooh. And they have a Stargate in there. Now, what the Stargate is actually a warp. It takes you to any place where there's a humanoid in danger. But if you fly in with 4 humanoids, it's going to advance you 5 levels. And that's pretty cool because you get a whole crap load of points doing that as well. And it's showing you all the various baddies that will come out there and destroy you. Like the Dynamo. And there's Big Red, the Munchies, and Fred. You're going to see a rather portrait of them all right here. And the various points. Now, in addition to the regular control panel of Defender, you also have the Inviso button. So it gives you a 7th control to work 2 hands with. That turns you invisible for 10 whole seconds, or a total of 10 seconds. I don't think Emmerich was able to trademark Stargate given the growing ancient alien belief going on, plus the term is so generic. But UBU Patent Office, yes. I think that was kind of the problem with Williams as well. Stargate is a generic term per se, and it's kind of hard to trademark such a thing, but so is Defender for that matter, but they've managed to do that one, so they call it Defender 2. Why not? Let's play. Yee! Yeehaw! Alright. Go as Josh would say. Okay. And as usual, I smacked right into a lander. You see, the baddies are a tad more animated. I do like how the Stargate perpetually looks at you. Those are fire bombers. They eventually will start shooting at you. And if you take too long as usual, you'll get hit with Freds. You'll get hit with some Baders. Oh, I shot the humanoid. Ah. Hey, come here, fire bomber. Come here. Oh, no, no, no. There is a Fred. And he's a little fast guy, too. And there is another fire bomber. Hey! Alright, lost one humanoid. Moving on. Okay. The smart bomb. It's the same. No, it's not. No, this game is just a bit more annoying. When I say a bit more annoying, it is that much harder. For I got even their weapons trained on me, and will follow me to high come. There it goes. It is interesting. This is what we had, Angry. There were no games that really had a natural end, and most of it was just kill screen. In other words, you reach the 255th level, the next level will usually resulting in the ending of the game. We didn't really think of it as such back in those days because we rarely ever made it that far. All games here are pretty much survival games, if you think about it. So the idea is to, again, save all humanity. And that seems to be a recurring theme of a lot of Williams' stuff, if they're such optimists. But yeah, it's harder, I guess, because it's just the way games were. This was, remember, we had games like Space Invaders and Galaxian, Pac-Man, and stuff like that. They each had their own level of difficulty. They each had their own way of engaging you. Oh, good lord. Okay, all landers are destroyed. Fantastic. Fire bombers yet again. Don't like me. I'm trying not to shoot a humanoid. Okay, there is a Bader. That Baders like to say hi by showering you with firebombs. I just shot a human. I just shot two humans. Boy, I'm doing great. Boy. Maybe that's why I like From Software games, Dark Souls. Yeah, Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's some games that are just there to, to entertain you. This wasn't one of them. This game challenged you. This game was notoriously hard. That's why it's the category, how hard is it? I mean, I'll throw this up there with Capcom games. I'll throw this up there. Oh, shooting another humanoid. As I get to do that. Hey. Oh, jeez. And bye-bye. Get to watch Super Pack lose. Yeah, okay. You got the Illiben Space Guppies. All landers are destroyed. I love it tells you that. And I'm just now fighting those. Looks like I have just a couple left. Oh, I got some fire bombers too. Frig. Alright. Now they shoot at me too. Great. That's what I wanted. Okay, one more. One more. Extra life? That won't last. I don't think they mapped out the smart bomb. Oh, wow. Well, there's a mutant, and there I go. Thank you. It certainly isn't. That was close. Also, the Stargate acted as a safe hyperspace jump, where if you use your hyperspace button, good luck. This wasn't too bad. And ironically, I got a better score in Defender 2 than I did in Defender, which is unusual. I only played Devil May Cry 4 and 5. I do want to try the original 3 at some point. My kids really like that game. I'm not... I mean, I played them. I used to sell it, so, I got to play all the games practically. But I never really got into Devil May Cry, believe it or not. I know a lot of people did. I love Capcom. But I'm more of a Mega Man person. I'm more of a Street Fighter person as well, as far as Capcom games are concerned. And everyone has their own taste. A lot of people love Capcom's Resident Evil series.
Cool story, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, London Lass. It was a cool story. Sort of. Well, if by cool, lukewarm. Are you looking forward to Street Fighter 6? I don't know. Mortal Kombat or bust for fighters. I'm actually going to touch upon Mortal Kombat. I'll tell you about that a little bit later in the stream. We will be doing some talking about Mortal Kombat momentarily. Street Fighter. One thing about Street Fighter I've always found fascinating is how many games did it take for it to finally reach 3? And you look at Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Turbo Championship Edition, blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, you got the Alphas. And then finally Street Fighter 3, and it sucked. So, I don't know. It's kind of... Capcom's also not the same company as it was back in the day. They've gone through some... They certainly... Yeah, they did. Boy, did they. But why not? I used to go to an arcade, Angry, that actually had a whole row of Street Fighter Alpha back when it was brand new. And it was fantastic because they all pretty much are almost in unison until somebody starts playing them. So you hear all these machines pretty much echoing Street Fighter Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. And wow, and they had like maybe 11 or 12 of them, all in a row. Midway did the same thing with MK3, MK3U, and yeah, they did. Well, honestly, that's with a lot of games, and even Namco, both Namco and Midway, doing their own separate Pac-Man paths, where Midway had Ms. Pac-Man and Junior Pac-Man and Baby Pac-Man and Amoeba Pac-Man and whatever Pac-Man, and Namco had Super Pac-Man and Pac-and-Pal and all that. But again, you're taking the same game, and it's a franchise, and you're just really trying to find some sort of new way to make the game fresh again. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Just like what they did with Defender. This came out roughly the same year as the original Defender did. So less than a year. Super Pac-Man. Super Pac-Man was the official sequel to Pac-Man, created by Namco. It was brought over here by Midway to North American audiences. And essentially, instead of eating dots, you ate fruit that were trapped indoors. And you had to eat the keys to open those doors, and so you can get whatever you need inside. And you had power pills that turned the ghosts in blue. And then you had super energizers that made you big. And Super Pac-Man. It could also speed up your chasing around the maze as well. It was a pretty cool game.
Seriously.
Seriously, yes, thank you. I think they're going to enjoy that one. That is my seriously. All right, let's take a look. Now, we're going to take a break here for just a second, just a hot minute. And what we're going to do is that we're going to have London Lass come here, and we're going to do a little bit of jousting. Jousting. Love that jousting. But first, we're going to do a little bit of gazing. I said first we're going to do a little gazing. Thank you. And then I'm going to hit pause. Back in a sec. Alrighty. We've changed positions here real fast. I'm going to give you this so you can listen if you like. This is London Lass.
Yo.
Yo. And we're trying to untangle this with my... I'm going the wrong way. How about that? Okay. Okay.
Time for a bloodbath.
Time for a bloodbath. We're going to be playing a game called Joust. Hello there. No, you lay down, Dust. Dusty's our dog. Let me switch this out. I'm going to go back to the vertical. There it is. Turn off the music for once. All right. This is Joust. Now, Joust was created by Williams through their VidKids department. And, can't hear anything? Can you hear anything now? No. Okay. Am I on mute? Everything's there. No, you won't hear the microphone itself, no. Okay.
I don't even hear the game.
The game is not playing yet.
Oh.
So John Newcomer was the designer of this game, and he wanted to create something different. Got tired of space shooters and things of that nature. No, you won't hear me.
Oh.
You'll hear the game. So he created something like this, where instead of flying in spaceships, you're flying on fowl. In this case, an ostrich. Now, I thought it was a goose, but apparently it's not. Stork. Here we go. We're going to play a two-player game. I am the ostrich. You are the stork. And you hit the buttons. Any of the buttons flap. The more you flap, the higher your altitude is. And I just unseated you for a whole 2,000 points. Sorry about that. That was completely unintentional. Okay, fantastic. We're doing so good here.
I told you I don't know how to play this game.
You're doing fine. You're doing great.
I'm
So, Went right through that gap. Oh, no. Go get the egg. Team Wave. Bonus award for team. So in other words, don't kill each other, they say. In a rather long way of doing so. Okay. Ah! Boo.
I killed someone! Yay!
You killed someone! Go get the egg. Now, the eggs, if you don't get them, they hatch into more advanced knights. The red ones will turn into the silver ones. You got it. Yay! We got 3,000 points just for not bopping each other off. Woohoo! The red ones will turn into the silver ones. And the silver one... Oh, jeez. Sorry. Sorry.
Where am I?
Okay. Well, that was neat.
Now you know why I don't play these games.
Hey, it's all good fun here. All good fun. I'm once again the ostrich, the flying ostrich. Now, if you take too long, like say 30 seconds or so, the unbeatable pterodactyl or pterodactyl. Ah.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'll let you do all the work. There you go. I'm gonna do a belly flop. No, belly flop. Yeah. Parry. Spin thrust. That was close. Get the egg! Get the... Woohoo!
Do you get points for flying?
You get points for flying? No.
Oh, this is not going to be a very high scoring game.
You're doing fine. When was the last time you played Joust? Just out of curiosity. Today. Awesome. You've never played this game before.
No.
Not even for the Atari.
I think I had it for the link.
They did have it for the Lynx, Atari Lynx. That counts. Good God. Yeah, the lava is not your friend.
It makes you roast chicken.
Oh,
I don't even know who I am. Oh, I'm dead.
you're dead. Yeah, your game. That game is over for you, London lassie. Oh, there's a pterodactyl. Christ. Unpause, please. Thank you. Oopsie. Wave 4. Now, see the lava has lit. Now there's a lava troll. Big old hand will come and grab you if you fly too close to it. You'll see right there.
Fortunately, I'm dead, so I don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about a thing. Ah, yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah! Okay.
Why does this look weird?
Does it look weird? What do you mean?
Vin says this looks weird.
Well, he's gonna have to define weird. Of course. Egg wave. Get your omelets here. Just one egg. Now these will hatch into reds. Any moment. And bye-bye middle shelf. Catching the egg. Crap. Catching the egg in mid-air will give you an extra 500 points. What's going on? Oops. Crap.
The hell is that?
That is a lava troll. And that's me dying. Remember, how hard is it? It's this frickin' hard.
It was pretty easy to die.
Oh, it was very easy to die. Absolutely.
I'm dead.
You want to play one more round, or you want to?
Sure.
Sure.
You want to humiliate me? Go ahead.
I'm not trying to humiliate you. This is a hard game.
Oh, you don't have to try in these games. It happens naturally.
You give yourself. Tell you what. Would you like me to give you the opportunity to play Kicks?
Not right now, no.
Not right now? Okay. You guys, if you haven't seen Kicks, Kicks is a very good puzzle game from Taito.
But rather boring for a stream.
I'm afraid so, yeah. One more time. Here we go. Jousty. 2 players start. Now. I've always loved the sounds of the Williams games. Too, they had no. Stay away from me. I think our dog is snoring. Get the egg. There you go. As long as we don't kill each other, we get 3,000 points. Well, this was an Atari, per se. Atari did indeed help publish this game. But this is not Atari. This is Williams. Catch the egg, catch the egg, catch the egg. To find out why my PC was making such a loud noise. What happened, Lefty? And I know that's always fun to discover. Boop. Dang. Good. Gladiator wave. So whoever bumps each other off first gets an extra 3,000 points. And we both lost. Ah! Good. Oh, no wonder they're all silver.
They look green.
Not the birds, the knights.
What knights?
The birds have knights on. Did you not notice that?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not wearing my glasses to be. Oh,
Here comes
into fire again.
Here comes the pterodactyl. Bye-bye, egg. No bounty awarded. I did not kill.
I'm dead.
You're dead.
Yet again.
Yet again.
A few hard drives over the weekend? How many?
Well, I can't say anything. I have a few hard drives myself. Loose sitting, just a small adjustment. Oh yeah, it's because of the vibration from them spinning. Oh, that must have been neat. That must have sounded like hell. Crap. Damn. External AC got a bit warm and all that. Oh my goodness. I am doing so great. The good news is you get
500 gigabyte. Not bad. I just bought a 4 terabyte.
Yes. All right. Did you enjoy? No?
No.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. So if I ask you if you want to play again, the answer is no.
I always
right?
enjoy games where I die practically right away. Okay, it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
Absolutely.
You have fun. Yes, I had fun.
Okay. See?
Did you want to play a game?
That's up to you. Making YouTube videos takes a ton of storage. Yeah, it does, especially with the higher quality. That is true.
Can you imagine how much storage Let's Game It Out must have?
Quite a bit. It's like when I did my old videos back in the day. Ready for
whatever.
Want to play one more? I still got 3 games to go, but
I'm here for you, dear.
Oh, thank you. 2 play start, go. Nope. You're not supposed to fly into me, first of all.
The fact of the matter is, I can't figure out which one I am.
You are the stork. You're the one up there. Go get your egg. You're up there.
I'm not moving. Oh.
Get the egg!
I wasn't using the joystick!
You killed me. No bonus points for you. Or for me, for that matter. Oh. Sorry. No bonus points for me either.
I'm dead.
No, you're down there. Go get the egg. Player conflict.
I had no conflict. None whatsoever.
Ah.
I'm dead now.
See that. Player 2 game over. Now, believe it or not, have to borrow the capture quality, have to lower the capture quality to get a reasonable file size. Yeah. What? Just out of curiosity, what was the resolution of your video? Was it 1080 or 4K or 120? Microphone is live.
I know.
Okay. Imagine what everyone's hearing right now.
Oh, it's so soft.
I did that to an audio engineer once.
Sorry, I couldn't hear it. That's what I'm here for. Ultimate disruption.
I did that to an audio engineer. So, can you hear this?
Sounds like you did. Oh.
Oh man, it's Monday, folks. Month is almost over already. Can you believe that? No.
We're having roast chicken for dinner. Actually, we did have chicken for dinner.
We did have chicken. That was good. I'm not careful. A pterodactyl. Pterodactyl is coming. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Quicksand. No fair.
Hey, at least you got one more life.
Oh, wow. Traffic is deadly here.
It's Heathrow.
My game is over.
You're
Alright, tell you what. Thank you for playing. Appreciate it.
welcome.
You're welcome. See, well, that was fun, though, wasn't it?
Of course it was fun. I'm here to make you look better.
Really? Really? First, you deafen my audience.
I never touched the top of a microphone like that before.
It's a foam screen, for crying out loud. Thanks, nothing last.
Sorry.
Hell yeah.
Sorry. Well, what's the point of having fun if you can't have fun?
Oh, yes.
And deafen the audience
You
occasionally.
shouldn't deafen the audience.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
What
We're
are
gonna
you
take
playing next?
We're gonna play some Robotron 2084.
Ah,
That's a one-player game.
that's fine. I hate Robotron.
Hang on. 1, 2.
What are you doing?
You hate Robotron?
Yes, I hate Robotron.
Why?
Because I can never play it. I walk in the door and I get annihilated.
Well, yeah, you're out to save humanity. You have to save the family. All the robots are coming after you.
Yes, and they frequently get me. We were evaluating?
We are reevaluating.
Oh, that's a shame because tomorrow's your birthday.
Yeah, I know tomorrow's my birthday. I've reevaluated and everything's a-okay.
Well, like I said, I don't like Galaga.
Yeah, hold on to that, please, for a sec.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you, so I can do this. Breathe heavily into the microphone as I hit pause. We'll be right back. Don't you go
yourself.
anywhere. No, the game did not crash. Then we took a break. We're switching games. I'm going to play a little bit of Robotron 2084. Now, this is a great game in its own right. There aren't too many home versions of it.
All failures are on your part.
All failures are on my part. Absolutely. Absolutely. Those of you watching, appreciate you coming on in. If you have any questions about any of the games that you see, I actually might have a few answers since I've been playing these games since then, and practically since dinosaurs have roamed the earth. But yeah, if you have any questions, what you see, or anything like that, or if you want to hear some truly horrible ASMR with rubbing the microphone so you can be deafened, be my guest. You can ask for that too. I may question you. I may question some priorities and probably some values, but nevertheless, that's fine. Oh boy. You know, it's probably a good idea if I switch the game over now I think about it. As you guys watch the perpetual pause in Pac-Man. And your sanity? Yes. That particular... I loved the fact I was able to do this for so long because the game is like sped up 10,000 times. That you just sit there. You sit there and you face nothing. And lo and behold, yeah. You can just sit there forever. There we go. So here is Robotron 2084. I loved this particular game. Has a unique control angle where it's two joysticks. There are no buttons to speak of except for the start button. I'm good at some games, but not this one. Yeah. I played this game on the Atari 7800 at home, and as a home port, it is incredible. Well, thank you, appreciate it. All my game facts? Well, yeah, it's just stuff that I remember. Why does it sound like an anime? With music? That's one of the first things I ever wrote, actually.
I'll be back.
You'll be back? Okay.
Froze.
Oh, your computer froze? Okay. Everyone's computer is freezing. What the heck? Must be the either above thing. I don't know. Actually, we had a bit of an issue with the computer today. So yeah, it's just like really weird. Everyone's computer is going haywire. This game was developed by none other than Eugene Jarvis, and he had a broken arm at the time. And he wanted to create a big, massive shooter. Well, this particular shooter, you have an 8-way joystick, which was odd for its day. You didn't see too many of those. And he couldn't get his hand position where he could actually hold down a button to fire, because it was, he was in a cast. So he developed the 2 joystick method, where one joystick, the left one, was your movement. The right joystick was your fire joystick. Therefore, you would fire in 8 different directions. If you want to fire in the same direction you're actually walking in, you can do that, or you can fire in different directions. Really, really cool. And it was all because he had a broken arm. And the rest is history. So, as you see from the attract mode here, you are to save humanity as best you can by avoiding the Robotrons. The Robotrons are, of course, the robots who determine that humanity is unnecessary, irrelevant, and must be destroyed. Another game with excellent, cool sounds. Eugene Jarvis was sound programmer for many Williams tables back in the 70s and early 80s. You are back. Hey, back. And, well, why not? Good stuff all the way around. So, let's take a look at this game, shall we? Probably a good idea to turn off the music now since it actually came to an end. Alright, save the last human family. You see the points get increase as you capture more humanoids. And you have the mother, you have the father, and you have Mikey. Am I on the wrong screen again? No. Okay. Good start. Now, here, since I'm using a Sega Genesis, I will be firing in the direction I am walking into because I don't have a second joystick. I used the Sega Genesis, actually, because it was a very good emulated version of this game. It didn't suffer a whole lot of slowdown, suffered some, but not a great deal. Really? Plus, it's just a lot easier to get all the games that I wanted to play in one package, that I can actually easily play an emulator without killing things. Oh, it's slowing down now. Now, as I mentioned before, there is an Atari 7800 version of this game, which was incredibly good. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay, another humanoid bit the dust. I bit the dust. Yeah, I made the rules a little bit easier on this. Team of nitties, Pat. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm biting dust big time here. And one thing about the trademark of Williams games is they love colors. They love going through the color cycles, making things flash and stand out. Like I said, really cool sound effects. Something I've always loved from these folks. And here we go. Yep. This game is nuts. Will I make it to Wave 5? The answer to that is no. I will not make it to Wave 5. Not to be deterred. I might actually hook up the main version, just so I can use both thumbsticks. That's how I have it mapped. And it won't slow down like crazy there. Just might do that. Okay, come on. Really? Not to be a turd. I've been called worse, especially at work. I've been called quite a few things. I wasn't sure what you said. Not to be deterred. Deterred. Dang. Not doing good. Okay, I think that's it. Oh. Now, there are some levels where the Invincible Hulks, which you see there, The big square-looking ones. They will actually go after a certain humanoid from time to time. Like they will all converge on the female or the little kid or the male. Yep, 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 yep. Jeez. Lupin the Turd, yes. One of my favorite animes, Lupin the Third, not Turd. Nonetheless. And you're a mod. Ah. Can't outrun them. Okay, come on. Ah, now here comes Big Brains. They will reprogram all these humanoids. Going back to the 7800 version, which was excellent, actually. Top rate. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's how you die. Lupin, I liked Lupin, believe it or not. There was, the first time I ever saw Lupin anything, was actually in a video game. The video game was called Cliffhanger, not to be confused with the Sylvester Stallone movie. And it featured mostly footage of the Castle of Cagliostro and The Mystery of Mamo. Both were Lupin the Third movies. I forget his name all of a sudden, but the guy who did the director of Castle of Cagliostro also did Princess Mononoke, a bunch of others. It was actually quite good, and they put that on DVD back in 2000. Mystery Mama was actually put out through Pioneer, and when they did the anime series, yes, that's right, and it was quite good. If you get a chance to see it, do so. And if you actually look up the video game Cliffhanger, it was a Laserdisc arcade game by Stern Electronics. And again, they just simply took movie footage and turned it into a game. They did a really good job at doing so as well. Hey, not bad. 103,025. And of course, I did have it on the easier setting because I'm a wimp. So, Studio Ghibli. That is now. It wasn't then, but yeah. Like I said, I think the DVD was put out by Manga Entertainment, but originally it was done by Streamline and it had a different cast. Regardless, though, it is worth the watch. Regardless of the version that you see, it's a damn good story. I'm not going to get into many details, but that was the first time I ever saw a Lupin anything. It was off of a video game. Then I had to get the source material, because I do have both. My Friend Totoro, I believe that was done by him too, yeah. I think. Of course, what's your favorite anime? That mine would be the Irresponsible Captain Tyler. And if you haven't heard of that one, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Because it was put out about maybe 30 years ago. So having said that. Let's, I'm going to take this offline here real quickly. Beep. Let's go into the arcade vault, shall we? And let's bring up our old friend Mame. Everyone loves Mame. I had it for Bubbles. Robbie Roto. No, that's not the right one. This is going to be loud. Stand by. Ah! Hey, my ears. All right. Yeah, I know you're there. Okay, there you go. There we go. A little bit better. There it is. Okay, so now we're playing the actual arcade ROM set. And I love the attract mode of this particular game. Now let's see how bad I do here with the 2 thumbsticks. Credit 1. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's just 25 cents. Appreciate it. It's the first quarter of the day. That's why I did that. Oh, we're loud. A little bit better. Ah, not that better. Okay. Oh, too soon. Get out of the way, guys. Hey, no. There you go. 25,000 gets an extra life in this particular version. There it is. Almost. Almost. Almost there. There we go. Right on time. How about that? Ah, well, that was something. The sounds. Ah. Okay, this is like killing me. Gotta do that. This is the arcade version, yeah. And that sound was Everyone Lived. Yes, it was. It's fun when we were on the Saturday show. We were doing the Atari games, and I think it was Vin actually mentioned the rather dark, somber theme of the game. Yeah, I got a high score. Yeah, that's because I haven't put in too many high scores. This dark, somber games. This was a time where a lot of heightened fears. The AI takeover and stuff like that, because that was certainly written in novels back in those days. And of course, tensions between different nations, the Cold War, etc. So, of course, what any respectable company would try to do is make money off it. And playing games like Missile Command and Battlezone, where again people were not exactly doing good things to one another. And it's this game is kind of a reflection of that as well, or the end of humanity. I dare say there must have been a lot of cloning, where all the men looked the same, all the women looked the same, and of course they all had boys. There were no girls, and I'm not going to get into that. You probably can guess where I'm going with that anyway. Anyway, that was a fun game. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. Now we're going to play a game that's just as fun, just as happy, and it has a wonderful, happy-sounding, fun-filled, delightful title called Sinistar. We're going to take a look at that in just a second. I got to switch up the emulator one more time. By doing that, I hit pause. Back in a sec. Okay, Lefty, that's fine. Get editing a video. I know that's so much fun to do, isn't it? Did a few of those back in my day. Been doing video editing for quite a while now. Did it back when we were still using analog sourcing and materials. Good times. Alrighty. Sinistar, all kinds of Sinistar. Yes, yes, yes. My goodness. So another happy game here from the folks over at Williams Electronics. You can see it certainly likes its name. Blast crystals off planetoids. Pick up crystals to fill bomb bay with Cinnabons. And you see there's some enemy ships coming after you. They start shooting at you as well. You mine the ships, collect those things. And those Cinnabombs are important because that is what's going to kill the Sinistar when it gets built or before it even gets built. And once it gets built, you'll know. Oh, it will let you know. After all, like I said, it certainly loves its name. You see it being built there in the attract mode. You just throw a Cinnabomb at it to help destroy it. And once that thing is built and chasing after you, my goodness. And it gives you all the points there that you see. Planetoids, you got the workers, the crystal, the warrior, the Sinistar piece, and of course destroying the Sinistar itself. Alright. Since I have a bachelor's degree in film, yes, I actually love editing. I don't have a bachelor's degree in film. I have a bachelor's degree in education. But yeah, I do too. And I did it back when we were using videotape. It's a lot of fun. Did a lot of sound editing as well. And yes, I will dare say I loved making videos. I still do. Just kind of, you know, things. I have a degree in EMS. Everyone has a degree. Who else here has a degree? Big up, don't be shy. I actually was a teacher for about 5 years. And I loved the job until some politics kind of came into play and ruined it for a lot of us. And I got out because I did not want to participate with a certain large test that determined the fate of the students regardless of how well they did in the school year itself. And I didn't really like that. It's only an AS, what is that, Associates in EMS. Well, that's still a degree. Yeah, that's still a degree. Associates in Science, yeah. Absolutely. So I have my education degree, and I'm working on making people's lives better with their computers. Sort of. Well, their internet. Sort of. Kind of. Not really. You are also a certified martial arts instructor. Arts instructor, excuse me. Wow. Now that's pretty cool. That is really cool. May I ask if it applies, what belt are you? Of course, the song is still playing. What is playing, by the way? Oh, okay. 4th degree black belt. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, we'll stay on your good. But of course, you wouldn't use that as an offensive. 15 years of training. Yeah, it's 4th degree. Absolutely. Good heavens. Well, good for you. Good for you. You must hear all the jokes that would stay on your good side and all that kind of neat stuff. I know that it's not used for offensive purposes, more defensive purposes. But nevertheless, that is really, really cool. Good stuff. Fantastic. Absolutely. Well, it should be anyone's first line of defense is to run away. And at least you can run. I can't even do that anymore. So, anyway, here we go. Let's see. I should probably hit start. That's how you usually start most games. But it's not starting. Why aren't you starting? Start. Okay. Yay! Okay, let's beat bad guys. Mine the planetoids. It's almost like it's kind of like an early arcade sim of sorts, where you mine the planet, you capture, get the little things there. If you can, there you go. Get more of those. Meantime, they're building Sinistar. I got to get as many bombs as I can. Aha. Oh, no, 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 no. Mine. Stay away. There you go. Got 3 bombs. Got 4 bombs. Ah. Okay. Where is old Cindy Starry? Ah. Don't like you. Oh, wow. He's almost built. Where are you? Okay. Oh, I see him. He's up there. Up there. Gotta get. Yeah. Okay. And that's how you keep Sinistar from being built. Oh, don't do that. Nope, 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 nope. Oh. I have bombs. That's gonna probably be a little bit of a detriment. Okay. Oh, who's that? Reminds you of asteroids. Thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. I guess kind of does. Oh, no, no. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Stop stealing my minerals. And stop shooting at me, too. Oh, one more piece and he is ready. I don't think I have. Iconoclast. That must be one of the early ones. Oh. That. I got an extra life. Okay. I mean, there's other games similar to this too. One's a rather slow-moving one called Bosconian. No Cinnabons. Okay. Ultimately, Sinistar is going to be built. Not a whole lot I can do about that at that point. Oh, there you are. Ain't he a happy? Isn't he a happy person? Yeah, got me. Wow. Anthony days, yeah. One of the things reminded of Anthony of Sinistar. Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. Hey, Hades, how you doing? Momentum, yes. This game, I don't know, this game kind of scared a few players because of Sinistar. It actually had a fairly decent vocabulary. It told you to run, I hunger, calls you a coward. Basically does everything to taunt you, make you quiver in fear. Your French is leaking. I'm sorry to hear that. I must have missed what you said. Ah, there you are. Getting used to the ship's inertia is not easy. No, it's not. This game, I mean, Living Death Star. Why? Why not? Why not? Look, it's a new gimmick, right? A game that literally taunts you. Ah. And yeah, so again, you gotta get those minerals, get away from those guys. Okay, now I got one Cinnabomb. Okay, give me my. Okay. Well, I just love handing them my my Cinnabomb material. Okay, come here. Okay. Now, where the hell is Sinistar? I don't want to talk to you. There you are. Alright. More Cinnabombs! Don't want to lose too much track of that thing. No. Hey, you're really annoying me now. No. You ass. Get away. Don't like any of you. You're wrecking my party. No. Nope. No. Stop stealing my crystals. It's like bumper cars. Good God. Well, they're getting around bidding them. I still have no Cinnabombs. At this rate, I'll have no lives. But it's all good. Really? 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 You know what? I might as well just let them build them, for crying out loud. Just be easier to die that way. Did get my extra life. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is. That's a fast game. It is a fast game. Well, hey, Hades, how you doing? Late for me. I should sleep soon. Okay. I appreciate you dropping in. Always a pleasure to have you, Hades. In fact, it's a pleasure to have all of you here. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. This is, I jokingly say this is me on a midlife crisis playing video games. As I mentioned before, I will be turning 50 tomorrow. I don't feel it, per se. You know, like when I turned 40. Boy, how do you feel that you turned 40? It's the same as I felt when I turned 39. What's the point? But it's fun playing these old games here and actually showing how good and bad I can possibly be with these. But it's just the fact that there's a lot of rich history behind a lot of these games too, about why games were made in such a way and what the hell were they thinking when they made these games. One of my favorite games we talked. Thank you, appreciate it, Lefty. One of my favorite stories, going back to a game that we played earlier in the stream, was Defender. How it almost didn't make it to its first presentation. It was in one of those large electronic shows, and they literally finished programming it with minutes to spare before its unveiling. And Eugene Jarvis, again the designer of the game, realized that unlike the other games that were out there, and they had Pac-Man and they had Rally X, this game had no attract mode. It just literally was there to play. You hit start. And so they had to pull out the board, do a bit more programming, and they programmed that rather simple Defender title screen. In fact, this one that you'll see in just a sec. I might have played one of these games from our days of CD-ROM you get from buying the PC magazines. Yeah, that's possible. This actually was the very first, not this particular version. This is for the Sega Genesis. But the Williams Arcade Classics from 1994 was the very first commercially packaged emulator game set. This even was prior to Namco Museum, which came out about a couple of years later for the PlayStation. What irks me about the Namco Museum back in those days, those were not emulated, those were simulated. On Windows 98. I think so. No, Windows 95, actually, for the Williams set. But nonetheless, though, they actually had 6 games, the 6 that we're playing today. And it was really cool. And, of course, MAME was kind of out there, but not as versatile as it is now. Of course, MAME plays just about everything, both home consoles and arcade games. Much to my surprise, even those little Coleco arcade tabletop games, which I have most of in my garage. But yeah, this you probably did see this in a demo or two in the early days, and of course they made this for again Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, the Sony PlayStation, the Sega Saturn, and various examples of Williams' stuff appeared in the other consoles as well: Nintendo 64, PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, you name it. They keep these games alive today in various means, and that's kind of really neat to see. A game that's 40 plus years old will still get played by a current generation or possibly the past generations. Oh, I don't have the games anymore. Well, now you can get them again. And it is fantastic. Do I dare hook around for one more game of Sinistar, or should I play something else? Play something else. I hear in the background. You all want to see Bubbles? A lot of you, Bubbles. Yeah, that's a great little title. A lot of you have never heard of that title, apparently. From Williams. What do you all say?
Hey, Bubble.
You want to see Bubbles, or you want to see one bit more of Sinistar? I vote for Bubbles, but I'll let you guys weigh in. Don't turn this into a rally now. All right. Bubbles is just too weird not to see. B is for Bubble. B is for Bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Oh, good Lord, yes. It's for us old kids who watched Sesame Street back in its infancy. I have to admit, I did watch that. Back when I was a tyke. And it was fairly new then. Alrighty, we're going to switch up the emulator. The arcade screen is off. Just waiting for it to pop in. Cookie Monster takes Cookie good enough for me. Yes. C is for Cookie. And that's good enough for me. Alright, let's hit Bubble. B-U-B, Bub. And if time permits, I might play another game. Forgot about those Williams games. They like to deafen people as soon as you turn on the machine. Okay. Let's capture this. I have to admit, one of the loudest games I ever experienced in an arcade was a little game called Frogger. And Frogger was made originally by Sega, and Sega sold the rights to Frogger to Konami over the years. That's why you might see a Konami on its label now. And when Frogger would die in traffic, get hit by a car, you hear this big sound. And for whatever reason, the arcade owner of this particular arcade loved to have his machines turn up as full tilt as can be. He was deaf, as they say. Yes, very deaf. And for whatever reason, that used to scare the living hell out of me whenever I hear it, because it's a track mode. It could occasionally be turned on with sound. Most of the time it wasn't, mercifully. But when somebody is playing that and you hear that big, deep sound, literally shaking the walls, that was something. Cool story. Okay, take a look at this. This is Bubbles. This is a rather simple game. Per se, you are that bubble there, and you're going to hit some greasies, you're going to hit some suds, you're going to hit some water, and you're going to hit some ants. But watch out for the cockroaches, watch out for the brush, watch out for the sponges, and the old razor blades as well. You'll find that there will be a sweeping woman there, and you can grab her brush. As soon as you complete a face, you're able to go down the drain, but if you capture everything without completing that face, you will go down the drain, but you won't survive. And that's the idea. Yep, you can't touch the brushes without a mouth. You can't touch the sponge without a mouth. You will die. Everything kills you in this game, and you're just a lousy bubble. But as you collect more junk in the game, ants, sudsies, greasies, there's your brush. That will help you against a cockroach. There is the face. Oh, but the roach got him again. And the bigger he is, the more points he will get as he goes down the drain, as you will see here. Okay, so. Educational game, perhaps? Hades calling this game educational is very flattering. This would not be a game I would not refer to this as education at all. It's just silly little stupid Williams games that they threw into the arcade collection of the time, and it had a lot of cool sounds. It was a rather interesting game nonetheless. Now, back in the day, Oh, goody. Watch out for brushes. Yeah. And here comes... Of course. There you go. How many bonus points I get? Not too many. Okay, razor blades. Never want to hit those. Watch out for... I want to get her. Get her, yep. No broom. Okay. There you go. Okay, got all kinds of greasies here and some ants and a littering of razors. No broom. Didn't keep my broom because I didn't have a friggin' face. There you go. A long time ago in North America, in fact, it was on WTBS Superstation. Oh, died. There used to be a game show where people played video games for points. And something's happening where I'm getting a lot of frame drop all of a sudden. Oh, nothing but ants here. Okay, more frame rate. Oh. Dang. My brain can't write the... I'll say this game is whimsical. I'll call it that. This is a game... Educational. It could be it's how certain sciences work. But, move it up. Okay. Nope. Nope. Move right to enter letter. I did. Okay. There are no buttons in this game. And put my moniker there. And there you go. I'm the best... Yes. I'll let it compliment me for that. Sure, why not? I'm often told I'm second best with about 47 people tied for first place. Not too bad. Not too bad. This was a crazy game. So anyway, as I was saying, there used to be a game show here in North America called Starcade. And it was hosted by, originally by Mark Richards, secondly by Jeff Edwards. And people would play arcade games for points, and they use those points to, whoever had the higher amount of points at the end of the game would play for their own video arcade game. And it was really cool. And this was one of the more featured games here, Bubbles, just because of how odd it was and what a weird scoring system it had. And it was pretty cool. And I kind of remember this game more from that than actually playing it. I played it maybe once in an arcade, a rather small arcade. But that's, don't have a lot of memories with this game per se, except watching it on TV and other people playing it instead. But there it is. So, good story. One more game. I think I will play an extra game here. Oops. No! I had the brush. Still have the... Oh, I didn't hit him with the brush. Well, that's different. Ta-da! Too bad you can't, keep the face moving on board to board, but I think that would make it just a tad easy. No! Boo! Not too bad. Okay. If you notice also that everything moves to the center of the drain, that was shivvy. There you go. And the ants are a bit faster, so are those brushes. Oh! Of course, I ran smack right into it. I'm a Bubbles Pro. Well, if you insist. I don't know about that, though. I don't know. There you go. Notoriously hard game, though, nonetheless. They all were. They all were quite hard. Williams was known for that. Now, those were the 6 games we played. We have a little bit of time left here because we're only an hour and 32 minutes into the stream. We're going to actually play a bonus game today. Also produced, actually brought over here from Williams back in the day. But it actually was not made by Williams. It's actually made by IREM. And IREM was known for a really hard shooter called R-Type. Also, IREM was has a connection with Konami because the founder of both companies is the same person. And we explained a lot, like with the shooters, like Gradius and Life Force and all them, being extraordinarily hard, along with R-Type and its sequels. All right, I want to check the dip switch setting first. This actually had stop mode cheat. Invulnerability cheat is on. Okay, yeah, that was a dip switch setting. It actually had a natural cheat in the game, believe it or not. That was more for the programmers. Okay. So I will switch the screen. Let's see, there's Pac-Man. And I will put on the screen of Moon Patrol. That's a little wider than Bezel, but that's all right. Now, this was a cool game. Again, this Williams helped bring it over from Japan, from IREM. So, but you can find it in a couple of their collections that they've made. And I'm losing frames yet again. What the heck's going on here? Ah, yes. This now the Atari 2600 had a fantastic version. The Atari 5200 had an even better version. And this was a cool game. I love this game. Everyone remembers the music to this game and the whole 9 yards. I played this to the end multiple times. I love the sound of the music, says London Lass. Me too. Me too. I'm going to turn that down because I just heard the beep. There you go. That should be okay. Oh yeah. Boogie on to this one. Now you want to jump over the craters, you can shoot or jump over the rocks. Those are typical spaceships that you find in the game, and then there are some that actually create craters. Come on, run into my... Okay, just jumping over crevices. Now you get to do a little bit of both. There you go. They're the crater makers. Well, they didn't last long. Not gonna give them a chance. Not on this stream. And there you go. I made it in 60 seconds. Oh, good. I get some bonus points. I have broken a record. Fantastic. Total of 3,000 bonus points. Moving on to the next checkpoint. I like the city in the background, too. Okay, there's a crater maker. Managed to get a bomb out there that creates the craters. Close. Ooh. There's the crater. Shot their bomb. Didn't get that one though. That was close. That was close. We got them all in rapid succession for a 500-point bonus. You don't say. Oh, that's close. There's the next checkpoint. Yes. How much time do I have? 59 seconds. I beat my old score. Fantastic. Another 2,100 points. And I love this game. Now, London Last, I bet you had it for the Atari 2600, right? Oh, that's right. There you go. Forgot about the friggin' mines. Gotta slow down here. Got a speed limit of yikes. Close. Nope. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's why you gotta slow down for this one. I believe the next letter will resume back to your normal blasting of ships and rocks, jumping craters. Oh, got 4 of them coming at me. They really, really, really don't like me. Wow. It looked like it hit me, but because I was in midair, it was a little different. It's the way the game works. Know your game mechanics, folks. I didn't get them. Okay, 91 seconds. I don't think... Oh, you had it for Tandy. Oh, wow. Very cool. Yeah, a lot of people don't remember. A lot of people don't remember Tandy actually had their own stuff too. I miss the old Radio Shack stores. I really do. That's my favorite parts store. Everyone's favorite here. Oh. Ah, yes, TRS 80. Okay, I'm getting some massive frame drop here all of a sudden. Rats. In the UK? Yeah. Hey. This always tripped me up. Yeah, that's it. Oh, what a good game this was. Yeah, you know what? Insert point. We're going to continue. Kidding me. Oh, we're continuing on. I will not let... You have to get the Z. Absolutely. I must have missed that. There you go. Jump over. Jump over. Letter R, almost to the next destination. Got a couple letters to go. As we head down the cliff here. One more letter to go. Yeah, didn't escape that one. Wow. Wow.
Good microphone you have there, by the way.
Yes, it is. Picks you up rather nicely when you start laughing at me. I'm going to make it to Z one way or the other, folks. I will make this happen. This is, after all, Williams Hard. Yeah. Don't think I snuck in under 100 seconds for this one. 138. 100. Eh. Screw you. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, London Lass. Everyone's a critic.
I'm gonna blast that one.
Yeah, I know.
Played critic on TV.
Yes.
But Vincent.
See that? Man. Man. Zelda's low on hearts now. Not quite. How far back would it take me?
You can do it.
I can do it. Not that way. I don't believe this. There's no.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you. Wow. W! Yay, I made it to W! Get over here. Ah. I will make it to Z. Never you fear. Super Pack's here. And just fly into my shots there, will you? Notice that the difficulty of this game increased dramatically. Let's go away. X, yes. Finally made it X. See if I can make it to Y. Why? Because we love you. M-O-U-S-E. I can't believe I just did that. Son of a...
Be careful, Ron DeSantis will come for you.
Oh, no politics. You've got to be kidding me.
Finn, Shao Kahn will
Yeah.
start.
He's gonna start. Yes, he will. Shao Kahn's gonna start taunting soon. I made it to Z! Yay! Your time, 9 million seconds. Average time, not enough. But I do get 5,000 bonus points. Now, the harder version. Because that wasn't. And I have this swanky new red buggy that just got destroyed. Yeah, it gets harder. It gets harder. F you, game. Now it gives me caution. Okay. There you go. Okay, that's fine, Angry. Thanks for hanging around, though. I really appreciate it, man. It's always a blast having you here. Watching me go right into a pit. Can't believe this. Yep. Gotta shoot him first. Okay, I made that one. Okay, I have no idea why that's happening. Wow. Well then. I think we're going to call it tonight. Yeah, we kind of wrap up a little early tonight. I've had a big day. I'm actually taking tomorrow off so I can sleep in. My first day at 50. So anyway, if you like what you saw, please give me a follow. I greatly would appreciate it. I got a bunch of stickers. I got 2 new stickers tailored for this channel with my utter happiness, my pleasant attitude, whatever. I have a YouTube page with all the crap that I did that's no longer here on Twitch. Okay. I have another YouTube page filled with Match Game goodness that I made back in the days of YouTube's infancy. Also have an Instagram page where you can see all the crap that I've collected, oh, I don't know, over the past 46 years, I guess. Neat stuff. I gotta put some new photos up there too. I got some Capcom figures that are really cool that I can put up there. Oh, let's see, and that's about it, I guess. Other things of goodness. Let's see who I can rate today as I continue to drop frames right and left. God, I dropped a lot of frames.
Quiet was dropping frames.
Well, yeah. I don't have anything unusual up. You know, the usual stuff, you know, as far as emulators are concerned, the same stupid emulators. But, you know, pretty sure there must be a reason. Must be a reason for anything. Because the stream manager is taking its sweet time getting up on my screen. There it is. Okay. Let's see. Who can I raid? Who can I raid? I got Yogscast. I got a lot of people up there. It only shows me 5 at a time, though. It's kind of irritating. Well,
Chris.
Dixie Chris, Man of Madness, Debonair, Bon Vivant. He has a gremlin audience that just can't shake off. Wonderful streamer. It's a bit lunatic though, so I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm starting the raid and getting ready to raid in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 again. 2. Okay, raid now. See y'all later. Have yourself a great night. And I'll see you again on Thursday with some Secret of Mana. Bye-bye.